Maureen?
So if sorry, this is Maureen. If a person was caring for an individual with an intellectual disability as a family caregiver and employed through a program approved service agency, they would be subject to this as an employee, correct?
A PASA employee?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's the way I.
Yep. I just want to clarify that because some people felt like that was excluded from this, and I said everything I've read has indicated that they are included in this.
It's under A, right? Go back to that A.
So for benefit of those on the phone, Maureen's question was around program approved service agencies or caregivers provided through that are covered by this list.
Right. So if a person is on the substantiated persons, because I'm still going to ride that perpetrator word tonight, if a person gets their name on that, then they will not be able to be employed taking care of their family member, correct? If the PASA decides they don't want to.
So to clarify, starting January 1st, 2019, the agencies listed in A, which includes a PASA, when they're hiring someone to provide direct care, they'll be required to request a check of the CAP system and they'll receive a response whether or not that person was substantiated in an APS case beginning July 1st, 2018. And so it will be up to the employer to make a decision as to whether or not to hire that person.
Okay, and what if they are also the PASA owner? What if they also run the PASA themselves? Because that's allowable under statute.
Then they can decide when they're, I mean, I assume that they would at some point incorporate as a organization.
No, PASA is all you need.
Maureen?
Well, for example, there's a lot of people that have their own PASA and they care for their loved one through their PASA. So they would be listed as both an employer and an employee. They'd have a dual role. And they'd be on the registry as both an employer and an employee. I'm just getting clarification on that because there's a lot of people in the community that have asked me to ask, you know, they'd be seen as both the employer and the employee.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
I would imagine so. I mean, whether if they were also providing the direct care, and if you're talking about like an individual family or individual that develops a PASA, and then they provide direct care to their loved one, yeah, I guess you could have the owner also being direct care.
There's several hundred of those in the state. Maybe thousands. I don't know. Last time I heard
there's about roughly 400, a little over 400 PASAs that serve IDD folks in the state.
Right.
According to Healthcare Policy and Finance, I don't know the exact number, but I know
I guess 498 last time I looked.
So, yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
Just pause for us to be able to capture that.
So have you done any, sorry, this is Maureen again. Have you talked to HCPF at all about the impacts on the PASA entities with this registry? Or has that not kind of been part of your process as a department?
No, we have already been in touch with HCPF and are working with them.
Okay.
Just a reminder, the bill passed, so this is just the rules to implement the bill. It's not, you can't do anything to change the legislation that exists.
Unless we run another bill